are in our special interview section. My name is Amanda Boch, and we are to interview to the Ambassador of Malaysia, Muzaffar Shabin Mustafa. Ambassador, nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice meeting you too. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me for this interview.
Thank you for your time. Let's get started. Which are the main relationship and business between Malaysia and Mexico?
Before I answer that question, maybe I should just go a little bit on the background of our diplomatic relationship between Malaysia and Mexico. It was established in 1974, but we have our physical presence in the form of our embassy and also the Mexican embassy in Kuala Lumpur in 1992. So altogether, it has been about 47 years of our diplomatic relationship. It stretched over political, economy, and also social and cultural. On political, there have been exchanges of high-level visits between our two countries. Similarly, on social and cultural, we have a number of Malaysian tourists traveling to Mexico, and similarly Mexican tourists traveling to Malaysia. This is kind of people-to-people relation between Malaysia and Mexico. And also on top of that, we have also some exchange student programs between Malaysia and Mexico. This is how Malaysia and Mexican relation is not only at the government to government level only, but also with the people of the two countries. Talking about business, Mexico is a very important business and trade partner for Malaysia. Malaysia ranked among the top 10 for Mexico in terms of the trading partners, international trading partners. So Malaysia forms part of the many value chains of many multinational companies operating in Mexico in supplying components and parts in electrical and electronics. Mexico ranked third in terms of the Malaysia's trading partners in the Americas region after America and Brazil. This is how important Mexico is to Malaysia when it comes to trading and business.
Excellent. And how do you provide support and security to the Malaysians in Mexico and vice versa?
Talking about security, maybe I should just touch on Malaysia first. Malaysia in general is a very safe country because from the statistics you can see in terms of the serious crime, the rate is very low. But of course, anyone has to take all the precaution and to has to use common sense in ensuring security wherever they are. So especially in big cities, for example in Kuala Lumpur, not only foreigners but Malaysians, sometimes from time to time we are exposed to mostly petty crimes. So we don't have any specific programs that to protect foreigners. But Malaysian government takes security and safety very seriously. Talking about, for example, for tourists, we have a special police force that always frequented areas where there are many tourists, especially in Kuala Lumpur. Talking about security also, if you go by the polls, Kuala Lumpur is one of the most chosen city in terms of expat there's a poll conducted by expat groups that rank Kuala Lumpur as I think number 8 in terms of the most I can't remember the title of the poll, but in terms of the chosen cities to be in among other, I think more than 60 cities in the world. So Kuala Lumpur ranked number 8. So this shows that Kuala Lumpur is one of the cities that is not only good to live in, but also in terms of your safety is. I cannot give a 100% guarantee, but I think most of the time people would be safe, feel safe at least when they are in Kuala Lumpur. But as I said just now, always, anyone has to take all the precaution and always use common sense when they are anywhere they are, just to make sure that their security and their safety is assured. Similarly, for Malaysian in Mexico, we are most of the time I feel very safe. I personally feel very safe because you can see everywhere police almost in every corner. But anyway, we have advised Malaysian again to take all the precaution and maybe to avoid certain places where probably they are in terms of number of crime rates are high. Again, they have to use their common sense whenever they are in Mexico to make sure they are safe. But again, I also would like to commend the new government under the current president, which take security issues very seriously, and one of his promise is to make sure Mexico is safer. Yeah.
And continue with the business. How did you guarantee the investments between both countries?
For Malaysia, the government takes foreign investment very seriously because foreign investment has been one of the contributing factor in terms of our economic progress. Not only that, foreign investment provided the expansion of capital for economic development, but also on top of that is also providing the transfer of technology and skills to Malaysia. So we take it foreign investment very seriously. Malaysia, we have signed 64 agreements with foreign countries in terms of the investment protection agreement. Unfortunately, with Mexico, we haven't yet has this agreement signed. But looking forward, maybe in future we should initiate this negotiation on signing this kind of agreement. Malaysia is also a member of the International Investment Guarantee Protection, which we are also a signatory to this agreement. So this is part of our commitment to ensure that foreign investment is very well protected in Malaysia. Malaysia has been very attractive to foreign investment because currently we have about more than 8,000 foreign companies operating in Malaysia. This shows how foreign investment are very much welcome in Malaysia because of, as I said just now, is very important for our economy. As for Mexico, as I mentioned just now, we haven't got any bilateral agreement on investment protection, but we believe and we are very much assured by the statement by the government and the president himself that foreign investment, especially currently for Malaysia, Malaysian companies, there are few Malaysian companies involved in energy sector in in Mexico under the Energy Reform 2013 in Mexico. So we are very much assured by the assurance given by the government that the Mexican government would honor all the contract and agreement that has been signed by with foreign companies, including Malaysia. We have our national company, Petronas, has already been operating in Mexico in upstream activities, especially in oil exploration in the Gulf of Mexico. So we are very much assured, and because of our good bilateral relation, we hope Petronas will be also not only making good business in Mexico, but also in assisting Mexican government in achieving the plan for sustainability in terms of its own oil and gas requirement.
Yeah, for this government, that's very important.
Yeah, that is, I think, one of the very good and ambitious plan by the Mexican government.
Yeah. Well, as ambassador, what do you think that are the biggest benefits that we have from our relationship? It doesn't have to be economical. It can be cultural.
But I have to say, economy, trade, and business has been one of the core core aspect in our bilateral relation. Of course, I mean, you talk about our geographical location. We are very far apart. It takes you like more than 20 hours to travel between our two countries. But despite the geographical distance, we have been having a very mutually beneficial relation in terms of trade and businesses. But of course, what I'm looking now, as I mentioned just now, Malaysia and Mexico, we are complementing each other in terms of our economic progress. Especially for Malaysia and Mexico, we are part of the supply chain or value chain of the mostly multinational companies in terms of their production. But what I'm looking now is more for our homegrown products and also our small and medium industries to have more collaboration between our two countries. So I think this is the way forward for us in terms of our trade and economic relations. As I already mentioned also just now, Mexico is our third largest trading partner in Americas. This is how important Mexico is to Malaysia. The total has keep increasing for the last 10 years. It has doubled in fact. If you see in 2011, for example, the bilateral trade was mounted to about 5 billion US dollars, but in 2020 it has gone up more than 10 billion US dollars, and we rank among the top 10 in terms of supplier for Mexican industry in terms of the imports. I mean imports by Mexico from Malaysia. We are top 10, despite the geographical distance and also despite the size of our economy. So we play a very important part in terms of manufacturing industry in Mexico. Of course, the concentration of Mexican export mostly to the US, but we are complementing these economic activities. This is the kind of beneficial relation that we are having with Mexico. Looking forward, there's a lot of interest by Mexican companies also to look and to diversify their market. We have been having programs with many business chambers in Mexico. They have already expressed a lot of interest to explore Malaysian market. Because for talking about Malaysian market, we are not a very big market. It's only like we are a country of population of about 32 million. But looking beyond Malaysia, we are in the heart of the Southeast Asian region. We can serve as the hub and also the gateway for Mexican companies to explore other markets in Southeast Asia region, and maybe also beyond Southeast Asia, maybe the Asian market. So this is the kind of how we should move forward from what we are now, even though the current level is already satisfactory, but I think there are a lot more that can be done. And also maybe there are also other areas that we can explore. For example, like in aerospace industries, Mexico is known for its aerospace industry. So probably Malaysia can also complement this industry. Maybe in tier 3 or tier 2, in complementing the current industry in Mexico.
Excellent. And for finish this interview, will you tell us which have been the most great satisfaction that you have been of representing Malaysia here in Mexico?
In Mexico, unfortunately, I arrived in Mexico in August 2018. So in 2019 we had a lot of activities, but now unfortunately in 2020, because of this pandemic, like we have lost almost like 1 year. Even though there were some activities still been carried out, but unfortunately it has been, it has to be done like virtually, no physical meeting. So as much as I think everyone is hoping that this pandemic will over soon, so we in the diplomatic community is also very much looking forward that we will be able to go back to our previous activities, meeting people, talking to people, in trying to promote our bilateral relation. But anyway, as I mentioned just now, one of in terms of what I have achieved, I cannot take all the credit, but of course, looking at the trade figures, it keep going up. Despite the pandemic, it was a slight decline for 2020, but still we maintain quite a good amount of bilateral business. Yeah, it remain good because I think partly because of the global demand still there, and also probably I can also be proud of the Petronas presence here in Mexico. They have invested quite a huge amount of money. I think currently it's like more than 500 million US dollar has been invested in taking various exploration activities, but so far they haven't found any substantial amount of oil yet, but we hope it's going to happen very soon. And then I think what we are looking that, as I mentioned just now, the Petronas will also contribute in terms of the self-sufficiency plan by the government, and also at the same time also contribute to in terms of the progress in terms of the economic progress in Mexico City, in Mexico. Other than that, as I said, I have maybe another 1 year plus of my service in Mexico City. I hope in Mexico, so I hope I will be able to do much more activities that to promote our bilateral relation. As what I said just now, we have lost like the past 1 year because of the pandemic, because all the restriction, because all the SOPs that has been set by the government. We always abide by whatever the government advise us to do. So we hope we are happy that now at least some of the states in Mexico is already turned green, and we look forward that Mexico City would also turn green very soon. Currently it's yellow, so we just one step.
Expectations.
One step before it turns green. So the vaccination program has been progressing well in Mexico. So we hope it's going to progress, continue to progress, and many more people would get vaccinated, and we would be able to return back to our normal daily lives very soon.
I hope to. And would you like to add something else that I haven't asked, or to finish the interview?
Nothing very specific, but I appreciate that I've been assigned to Mexico. This is my second assignment in Latin America. Mexico is very important country. It's a great country, a lot of potential that we can benefit so much from our bilateral relationship, and we look forward for more cooperation between our two countries.
Well, excellent. We have been in the Embassy of Malaysia with their ambassador, Mustafa Shabin Mustafar. Lord, thank you so much for your time, and have a good day, and we see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.